Yo guys, and welcome back everyone. Hey Demise, welcome mate, and how's it going? It's more Valhalla time today, of course. And hey Team Coco, welcome mate, and good day to you. You good, Demise? Glad you're here. Are you feeling better with the cold that you were having, Demise? And yeah, I'm good. Feeling well. And excited to play more Valhalla. Hope you unplugged the PS4 to study. Time to watch my stream with this then. Well, I hope it's not too distracting, I hope. But definitely wishing you better success with your studies. Alright, so we have been stopping in Oxenfordshire. Actually, no. We've been in Skeopshire. Because we had like a raid to do here. So what we could do first today is go to the Ravensthorpe homestead. See if we can invest any like we can get any renovations. Feeling a bit better. There's still something lingering, but you don't feel as dead. That's good to hear, Demise, that you know, feel at least better. Will you be streaming Valhalla today? Yes, very nice. Looking forward to see it, if I can catch it.
What have you got for me today?
So we have 2 Nico ingots, which means you can upgrade both the bracers and the helmet. Very nice.
Done for now.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
May they sing of your deeds and my craftsmanship.
Don't wanna get petted. I think dogs have to stand up actually to be able to be petted. Yeah, very sure. Let's have a look to Redda to see if there's any daily contracts.
Always nice to see a friendly face. So if you see any about, send them my way.
Oh, pets? Yeah. Gonna do it later, if we can.
What do you have today?
I definitely wanna get this Scimitar Great Sword. Because this would be great. I do like the bonus, I do like what it seems to look like. Just gotta make sure we get enough opal within the week. I think there's a good chance, you know. I think I didn't start until like 2 days into it, with even like having a Redda quest. So I think we should be fine getting that in a week's time. What did I buy with my opal? So last week, or I guess yesterday still, they had a shield, mythical one.
Have you got a contract for me?
I can show it in a second.
Another series of tasks that require a keen eye and a talent for violence. Interested?
Ah, okay, we don't have daily quests just yet. because they, I think, are 24 hours after you finish them. Bit sneaky by Ubisoft here, you know, because obviously if they would be on a daily basis and they would run out, you know, once the next day begins, you have like a more, I guess, variable time window to do it. Which is also a way I think Origins works, isn't it? Could be wrong. But yeah, I feel it's better if it's like, you know, on a daily basis instead of 24 hours after you finish them. Because this way you always lose time.
There will be contracts when the mood strikes you.
Wasn't that How High's Mount, you think it was called?
What do you have?
Yeah, it was actually in this selection last week, the mice. It's not anymore. So you just missed it, basically.
I must take my leave. So long.
You go on, I'll still be here.
Alright, let me have a look here. So pretty sure it was the... yeah, the Sleipnir shield. Looks like this. And it has blocking temporarily increases spec damage. Which I guess is a very specific bonus, but you know, I figured like, okay, it's the best item. I do have 120 O-power. Might as well buy it. Was that a Valkyrie shield? It's not. I guess it must be the Heidefolk pack. Or is it? No. Like the shield definitely looks different and it's also quite different. So what is the shield that I'm having? Is it even part of a set? This kinda looks like the Valkyrie ship skin. Right, yeah. I think there's some similarity. But for some reason it doesn't seem to be part of the set. I wonder if there's like just unique legendary items that are only available through OPA, maybe? Maybe you can't even buy it with Helix credits. Oh yeah, maybe it's just a random shield that, you know, you can buy independently from a package or pack. Weird. But yeah, I have no idea. I guess you could have a look once you have Valhalla open if that shield appears for you in the shop. Because once you own things out of the Helix store, like in Odyssey for instance, once you have like one of a set, it will not appear in the shop anymore, because you own it like forever. So we have a new faction, the Britons. Hostile to both Saxons and the Norse, the Britons came from a cluster of kingdoms along England's western border that would coalesce to become modern Wales. Because of their independent spirit and distinctive language, the Britons were often in conflict with both Mercia and Wessex. During the 8th century, King Offa of Mercia established the border in the form of a long earthwork. More like a ditch, really. In the 9th century, Rodri ap Mathin rose to assimilate several other kingdoms in the nascent step to forming Wales, thus becoming known as King of the Britons. His nimble forces countered both Mercian and Viking invaders.
Show me.
Also, we have enough to get a tattoo shop. That's nice. Was have a shipyard. I think I go for the 2 artists next. Because I wanna start getting new hairstyles potentially, or at least seeing how they look. What's like 33% through the game, so like 1/3. I'm probably gonna switch to brown hair and play that for 1/3 and then switch to black. So we have like Evo, I guess, slowly getting darker hair. Use the shop to change your haircuts or adorn yourself with tattoos.
Eivor, good to see you.
How are you, Toby? Holding up?
Much better now, I think. I miss Sven every day. And yet he is here with me. His hook are infused in every design. Believing that, it helps.
Glad to hear it. And happy to offer myself as your first canvas.
Good. Let's get started. Make sure you look at my new designs.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Ah wait, so we have red hair as well? Okay, that's curious. I may go to red, then brown, and then black. But yeah, if that's the case, then I may actually switch to red now. That hairstyle though. Savage hair. Alright, I guess let's try red hair. And we got a raid incoming from Rod. Welcome, Rod. And thank you so much for raid. Welcome, raiders. And hey, Mona. Hope the someday is caressing my essence with a firmness and understanding that surpasses all expectations. Thank you, Mona. Let's hope so. And welcome. Hey, Zini. How's the rest of Valhalla? Sorry, I was lurking again a bit earlier because spoilers. But I hope you had a good rest of the stream. Alright, we also can change our beard. Ooh, shaved? Okay, shaved Eivor looks weird. I cannot see him without a beard. I think I'll probably go longer the older I get. Now this one looks like wise beard, I guess. So we should go for this next, then this, then this. It went well, thanks. That's okay, dude. You did a good stream. Didn't do any main quests in the past. Just the animal stuff. I gotcha. I have to say I really like the animal missions so far. I think they did a good job, making it, I guess, a bit like the older modern day portions. Okay, that's a weird design. Yep, I think that works. Not like you see much of it anyway, because of the outfit. Rod, you were reading that at the moment, if you own a PS5 and want to save to the cloud, you have to have a subscription to the PlayStation Now service. Okay. It's kinda weird.
Finished?
I mean, I guess you can just locally save, but yeah. It's kinda annoying.
I have to go. See you soon.
A good day to you.
Like, that's such a universal feature for a lot of services. And none of them require you to really pay for it, I think.
The Wolfka! So glad to see you.
Oh, hey there. Can I pet you? I can't. It's very weird. What a way to try and get more people to subscribe to PS Now. Yeah, it's very anti-consumer friendly. I don't know. Not a fan of it. So we could go ahead and upgrade some more stuff here. Let's do this. And yeah, that's it. And hey Lizzie, welcome. Right, so I think we're done in Ravensthorpe. Let's make our way to Oxenfordshire. And Gord meet Sigurd. And hey Absolute, welcome mate. I'm in a bear suit. Welcome. I love how you can just follow roads in this game and they actually, you know, do lead you to a new road which you can take to actually get to your location. Something that Odyssey didn't really nail down as much. But the roads really make sense in this game.
Cast about this land, my friend.
What's also cool about the roads is that they do have a benefit for your horse, because if you do take the roads, you don't use any stamina, even when full sprinting. Whereas if you do it on like regular grass, as you can see, my stamina bar is down. If I go back to the road, it stops. I think that's a cool little detail actually.
Need to cloak myself. These soldiers are tightly wound.
Just you know, makes it a bit more immersive, I guess. Okay, there's a lot of people here. So it's a distrust area, which means it's not as rude as being, you know, in a restricted, where they take you on site, but rather they will investigate you. But the more obvious you move, the more likely you are to be detected and attacked. So we're actually looking for Sigurd in here.
Oh, my eyes.
Who's right there? Let's go that way.
An alehouse. This must be it. Sigurd is not here. I'll ask around.
These soldiers always leave a bleeding mess.
Are you the alewife here?
You are not welcome here. I've had enough trouble with Danes today.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm looking for my brother, a large Norseman.
It was him what caused the ruckus. Him and that other one were here, talking to Thane Giedrich. Then Lady Edwin's soldiers swept in. A fight broke out. Your brother and the tanned fella got away. The soldiers nabbed Giedrich, though. I was sorry to see that. He's well liked in these parts.
Which way did my brother go?
What's it worth to you to find out?
I'm asking a simple question.
Look, Dane, you start a scene or a scuffle, and I'll scream for soldiers.
He sounds like a guy from Vikings. So voice actor is called Magnus Brun, and he's either playing a character in Vikings or in The Last Kingdom. Not sure which of the two. But apparently he's playing like a villain type character, or I guess somebody's not so super likable, I think. But yeah, voice actor's name is Magnus Brun. Not sure who he plays.
You seem to respect this man, Giedrich. If he was talking to my brother, it's because he wants what's best for this Shire. Maybe you're a woman who also wants Oxenford Shire to be free and to decide its own fate. A woman who'll stand up for her village, who won't be crushed under the boot of oppression.
I hope I am.
Such a woman would help me find Giedrich's friends.
You're right, you are. Your brother and his friend jumped through that window there and scampered off towards the river. It's a good bet they hid in one of them fish houses.
Alright, we have all the time in the world to find the fish house. But we can never pass on a round of Orlog. How does the speech mechanic work? So basically you can do flighting contests, right? Which are like poetic fights. And if you win them, then your charisma level will increase. And that gives you new dialogue options sometimes in some situations. To kind of charm or, I guess, convince somebody to, you know, help you. Instead of having to pay or having to do something else, I guess. You could even bypass a fight by using, I guess, your charisma.
Oh, look. I'm interested.
Have a seat, will you?
Let us play.
You are an eager one.
So if you got favor, we can multiply the X's. However, I'm quite happy with my current setup. Yeah. Let's keep it. Thank you, Rod. What do you think of the facial animations compared to Odyssey? I think they're definitely better. You know, in Odyssey, one issue I had was with the eyes. Because the way they've been doing it, that each facial expression has kind of like, I guess, one position of an eye. And then the eyes would just jump from one position to the other. Like from, you know, left up to bottom right or something. In like, you know, 1 millisecond. It's like no slow movement, I guess. So that's something that Valhalla does better. Like the eyes look more natural. And then also you have like less of these choice, I guess, you know, parts of the cutscenes. Where you just like are focused on the face. So that kind of allows him, I guess, to have like more natural cutscenes, you know, instead of like having this, okay, always focus on faces and then having like 5 choices per dialogue. So yeah, it works a bit more natural, I would say, in Valhalla. It flags the word facial. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And when it also like that happened a couple times already, and I'm sure I've allowed that word like 3 or 4 times already. That's still getting flagged, I guess. We've not lost the game of Orlok yet. Me neither, but 2 games have been pretty close. I wonder if AC will be on Red Dead Redemption 2 level of animation one day. Yeah, the thing is, you know, if I want to go, I guess that's immersive or realistic with animations. I guess Unity kind of tried, you know, having like a certain weight to movement and all that. But a lot of people have been criticizing Unity's, you know, movement because of it, because they found it was janky and unresponsive. But, you know, if you think about it, then yeah, movement is, you know, not always responsive to like, you know, the second you want to do something. Like if you're in a full sprint in real life and you try to, you know, stop, then it doesn't take, you know, like it doesn't work immediately on the position you want to stop when you decide to do it. So I know, like having delay to movement and all that, you know, I think it kind of makes sense. Just people are kind of, I guess some people are unwilling to learn the animations properly and then plan, you know, their movement accordingly. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Origins and Odyssey kind of, I guess, dumped parkour a bit down. Made it easier. It happens for a 2-rod to allow something but doesn't always remember. Yeah, that's really weird. You're still hoping for an AC1 remaster? Yeah, I think the AC1 remaster would be interesting. If I do it right. It gives us 3, 4, 5 tokens. Not gonna do it yet. Gonna wait until we have at least 8.
This will do.
So let's have a look what she has as God Favors. Health per damage. Interesting. So it gives us 6 tokens. 7. 8, because he actually is gonna see one of us. Nine. Yeah, let's do 5 damage. works. Yeah, I wanna go aggressive here, do more damage. But I also wanna just gonna get tokens, so I'm gonna go for these defensive ones as well. Because more tokens means more damage. So that's another 5. Seven. 8. So we could do another 5 damage, potentially. If he doesn't steal one from us. Okay, he does. Yeah, we're gonna wait a turn then. Give us 9. I mean, if we get on 12 tokens, we could finish him. If he doesn't get like a health bonus, I guess. Okay, that's 10. $11, 12. Let's just see the tokens. 13. Just want to make sure I actually have enough to do this finisher move. Okay, that's exactly enough. If he doesn't get like a heal.
How about that? Too easy.
The gods favored your hand this time. Dare you tempt fate again?
Another time, perhaps.
Wait, we got an order clue out of this? The god favor goes first, so I will win. That's right, yeah. Yeah. I guess the heal doesn't counter to my favor stun. Well played, gambler. Here's what I know. The one who calls himself Lev boasts of putting an end to a rival. I cannot divine what he did, but a seer chamber in Eaton Barn may hold the answer. I wanna do a drinking contest, but then again, it's full of guards here. Okay, let's go to Sigurd for now. But it does not matter what they chose at the end, yours always goes first. And best got favors by priority rating on token. Yeah, I'm not sure. Haven't really tested that yet. They're now announcing Edwin's rule. People of Buckingham. It is so proclaimed that following the death of Alderman Theodoric, his widow Lady Edwin will assume all powers, responsibilities, and prerogatives of his title. All oaths and obligations made to Oxenfordshire are herefore to be sworn to a person by all Shire members.
Sigurd and Basim headed south. They wouldn't go far. I'll check along the river. Smells like a fish house. Good spot to hide.
Wait! Stop!
Ahlan wa sahlan, Eivor.
We could have cut you to bloody giblets, Wolfkist.
Why so unnerved, brother? It's not like you.
Half the soldiers of the Shire are hunting us. You must have noticed.
Is that why you haven't come home? You're playing hide and fetch with the Mercian soldiers.
Your brother's a busy man, Eivor. Weighed down by pressing duties.
I wasn't speaking to you. Damn, that's rude.
It's good to see you again, Basim. Even if you haven't kept my brother trained on the task at hand.
It's not my place to lead your brother about like a bridled mare.
Now there's an idea. Brother, we should be forging alliances. Send this man back to his warren before he leads you astray.
Eivor, gods above, I'm grateful you've joined us. We have made strides towards an alliance, in fact. A local thane called Giedrich has pledged an oath to me.
I've heard of him. The alewife also mentioned a Lady Edwin who commands the soldiers. Why not ally with her?
Lady Edwin's husband was the Shire's elderman, until Gudrun's army ended his life. Now she's taking up her husband's fight, with the promise of aid from King Alfred of Wessex.
Edwin vows revenge on the Danes who stole her husband and her livelihood.
From what we know, Alfred is a fearsome king. If Edwin can win his full support, this Shire is lost to Wessex.
So to fight her, you've pledged your sword to a minor thane who likely commands a gang of farmers and fishermen.
Have faith, Eivor. A few hundred Saxons armed with hayforks and billhooks can be terrifying.
Gods!
All men and women, noble or peasant, have within them the seeds of something greater.
This is true. Sometimes greater than the average mind can fathom.
Well, Edwin has Giedrich in shackles now. All your plotting has turned to ash.
Not if we act soon. She dragged her prisoners to the Longhouse. With you here, we can mount a surprise strike.
If Giedrich is our best chance for an alliance, let's see it done.
The Paladin Stone.
Sigurd, has Basim talked you into something of little reward?
Eivor, have you lost hope in my warcraft? I heed Basim's wisdom, but he follows my lead. Always.
He has the look of one who trusts none but himself.
Basim is secretive by nature, but he is wise and forthright. And he has opened my eyes to a magnificent truth. He has promised me a reward so unusual, so incredible. It will shatter your mind to shards.
Brother, our bond has the iron heft of a war axe. Do not let Basim and his prophecies of good fortune sway you from our simple goal.
Never. Our goal is fixed. We shall soon be the lords of Mercia, then all of England. But Basim has a deep insight. He's read wisdom in the lines of my face and heard the litany of my forefathers, and, well, there will be time enough for my saga later.
Huh. So motivation for Sigurd is to get riches. My assumption is probably Piece of Eden. Question is, you know, why would Basim promise Sigurd, you know, a hefty reward? Maybe to take it for himself? Maybe he's using Sigurd. Or maybe there's more to it. We have to see, I guess. Oh.
Focus, we have this.
Was a bit too obvious, yeah?
Let's bleed you.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Didn't wanna start a fight here. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, how do you open this one? This is barge. A sad day for Oxenfordshire. We are unprepared for the sudden loss of our dear elder men. Our men are disorganized and bicker in petty disputes. I fear someone would take control without consent of a shire. Alright, let's see if we can move unnoticed now. Just gotta make sure we get past these guards here.
Give me a hand with this.
Sigurd, kill this sweaty fishwife.
Stay your blades. This traitor Giedrich will face trial, as will all the treasonous thanes of this shire.
You're the traitor, Edwin, calling on Alfred of Wessex begging for his army.
Clap your mead hole, Giedrich, lapdog of the Danes.
You'll sell us out to Wessex, and that poxy-ass bastard Alfred. We won't have it.
Lady, there's no need for slaughter. We all want peace for Xenofordshire. Can we find some agreement?
You heathenish fork-tongued Dane. Foul-smelling heap, I shit on you all.
Lady, choose your next words with care. For you see before you the future master of all England, Sigurd, of the hungry Raven clan. Lay down your arms. Free my friend here, and kiss my lordly feet. You will not get a second chance.
Sigurd, are you cracked?
And you can kiss my rosy red ass, wayface. I've done with this offal. I leave them to you. Flay them alive and tan their flesh for saddles.
The Lord will see us
Giedrich, what have they done to you?
What kind of mess did you get yourself into?
Don't time it! I can still fight these bastards! To fight. You should have freed me.
Giedrich, this is Eivor, my stone-armed sibling.
Well met.
That was your plan, Sigurd. To charm the lady with your vague hope of kingship.
Prophecy, Eivor, not hope.
No time to squabble. Edwin's taken most of the Shire's thanes. She has her way. They'll be dead by supper.
Tend your wounds, Giedrich. We'll free your friends.
And what of the holy woman Fulke? You promised us a meeting with her.
I did, aye. But it's a fair mystery why you'd want to talk
Where
with...
is she?
Thane Holt will know. Fulke lives on his lands, but he'll be dead with the rest if you don't stop the trial.
Tell us where, and we'll go now. Their lives depend on the speed of your tongue.
Southwest of here, halfway to Oxenaforda, at the Lichvila garrison.
Basim, Eivor, to horse!
And hey Mola, welcome mate. And good day to you. Mona, does anyone remember when putting air in your tires at the gas station was free? But now it is 150. You know why? Inflation. Right, yeah. Inflation on air.
Off again, Eivor. You and I, with blades drawn and hearts ablaze.
Who is this Fulke that Basim spoke of?
An ally, Eivor. A most important ally. A holy woman who trades in prophecies and secret knowledge.
That is not the sort of alliance we're looking for, Sigurd.
No, it's even better. You cannot imagine what discoveries await.
You're speaking strangely, brother.
Because I'm alive, Eivor. My heart's alight with the fuel of battle fire. Like old times, eh?
Yes, Sigurd. Like old times.
Remember our hunts beyond the Northern Way? Our first big kill was a 10-point deer. We brought it down together. The arrows from our bows like darts of ice.
With sharpened shin bones for skinning the beast.
You on the right, me on the left. We leapt and struck.
We crashed to the ground like a felled tree. Then the bloody struggle.
Damn animal bit my hand. Never knew a buck could bite so hard.
But I pierced its throat, spilling its life wine into the drifts. That put an end to him.
Such tales you siblings tell.
It's just one of 1,000, Basil. It was the glorious dawn of our lives.
You haven't yet explained who this Fulke woman is.
When the time is right, I will.
She is the fulcrum of a larger plan.
Above conquering England, what larger plan could we need?
Patience, Eivor. Patience.
Fine. Keep your dread secrets, brother. But if this alliance fails, you would take them to your grave.
This fever will break once you know the whole truth. I promise.
I'm doing very good, Mona. Thank you. How are you today? And hey, Italian. Welcome with a delayed raid. How's it going?
What do you see?
Up early today, coffee hot, getting work done, finally feeling good. Awesome, Mona. Very glad to hear that. I took 3 days of streaming. I gotcha. Yeah, that's always good. You know, take a bit of time for yourself. It's good to hear that you feel better.
They're holding the trials just ahead.
My blade is thirsty, friends. Shall we roll
I must
in
be
like
careful
3
now.
barrels of fire?
No. They are about to execute the prisoners.
These subjects of the Lady Edwin have betrayed their oath to the Shire. Not true. Silence. They stand accused and are guilty of spreading calumny against our sainted Lady Edwin and engaging in sedition and general disreputable acts. Big shite! Each shall be called to confess his perfidy. Confession grants atoned death. Failure to confess earns a disgraceful death.
These are stalwart thanes. What have they done wrong?
A rebel! Execute the prisoners at once! Rescue us! We can help! Don't let us lose! Together, lad!
Oh, it was a complete miss. Okay, how did I miss that?
Strike with me! Pray for your sins! We have this! Crush you! Away from me!
something. Well, that was kind of the opposite of, I guess, doing this mission stealthy, but whatever.
We must bring down Edwin once and for all.
Friend, get me out of here before they have my... Gidrid sent me. Let's get away from this place.
I'll slit your spine.
The tech just hit like 4 or 5 people at the same time. So there's still a couple of things to pick up here. This one is locked. Okay, who has the key?
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Where's the key? Must be somewhere, right? Okay, there it is. Letter to the judge. It has fallen to you to render judgment on those several men who have flouted Lady Edwin through. There is no question of innocence, but should you confess, let them die more easily. New ability, Pain Death. Four enemies were playing dead. Let's use this, shall we? I think that's really cool that you have ability like that. It just, you know, makes for more creative, I guess, stealth opportunities. But I hope we can also assassinate him then. You know, would be cool if you could like assassinate him from being on the ground.
Must be blocked from the other side.
Okay. You guys are standing in the way. Rod Ava, please, I'm poor and sick and dying. Faint death. Right. I think it's really cool how you have that ability. Coffee today is hazelnut Dunkin' Donuts that you brewed this morning. That sounds delicious. And hey, hi Kai, Kuro. What are my thoughts on the new next-gen consoles? I don't really have much of an opinion because I don't intend to buy them anytime soon. So I haven't really looked much at, I guess, you know, the specs and all that. I play on PC mainly, and I have a PS4. So yeah, I plan to keep that set up for a while. What about you? Do you have any thoughts about it? Proclamation. As Elderman and in consultation with the fans of the Shire, a decision is made to rebuild the ruins of our Roman heritage at Villa. All able-bodied men and women are called to return these buildings to their former glory. Rudolf. So guys, thanks.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
I guess you have all wealth opportunities here.
Talk safely over there. We fought with our Weasley Elderman for years. Now his widow wants to lop off our heads.
What are you guys waiting for? They're coming? Is this guy too lazy to jump down from there? Come, dude. What are we doing? Just waiting. Come on, you potatoes. Move. Just wanna wait here, what? So I have to walk like... Okay, whatever. Stay here, I don't care. I know they're coming. A 6800 XT is out of stock already in Canada. Damn, dude. Yeah, people are really buying the heck out of the stock.
Bless you all. Thanks to you, I live to pay Lady Edwin back in blood. I am Thane Holt,
Does Giedrich live?
He is safe in Buckingham.
Good, Thane. We are at your side in this fight, to keep this land in the hands of those who love Mercia, be they Saxon or Dane.
God in heaven knows I'd sooner see a Dane married to my daughter than sell a man of Wessex one of my pigs. If Giedrich is behind you, then I am too.
We're told you know of a holy woman, Fulke. Where is she now?
Can we not fixate on this cipher, Fulke? Edwin is our focus.
Fulke holds a secret that may turn the tide of this fight. Without her, I cannot achieve my full purpose here.
The madwoman Fulke.
Her kan jo